Welcome back to Genesis Custom Sabers. Just wanted to do a quick rundown of a new saber that I've just finished. The design I've been working on for a little while. And right off the bat you notice the purple powder coating. This is a dark Jedi saber. Slightly different than a Sith saber. I'll explain that in a minute. You've got customized MHS parts. It's a really cool translucent purple powder coating. I don't know if it comes through very well on the camera, but it's a really nice deep purple color. And I know I've been saying I wanted to avoid dramatic colors in sabers. Well, this one, the design I've kind of had working around in my brain for a number of months, so I wanted to finish this before I go off colors and back to a more basic saber scheme for my designs. So this is one that I had for my Krayt Bone technique. I'm calling this the Apex Krayt Bone technique with the longer bone segment in the middle of the saber, just because I feel like it's kind of the highest evolution of my Krayt Bone technique. So it's featured on this saber. Of course, it's a Crystal Focus version 5.1, and it's got a red powder coated button that's supposed to be simulated anodized, and it came out really well. I really like that red anodizing. But that's really the only color on the saber, other than the black and the dark side look. This has got a lead engine 10 watt red, so I wanted to have a red saber, and well, I'll show you what I was thinking in a minute here. Kill key. Of course, this will serve as the instructions for the owner as well. You've got your 2.1mm recharge port there, and the kill key that comes with the saber. So when the kill key is removed, the saber is booted and activated. No visible blinkies on the saber. It's supposed to be like a straight, simple, down to business design with the elegant bone and purple accents. So then you've got the activation button. It's running my Revenge font right now. Now red tends to always look orange on this camera, but it's definitely a deep red, vibrant blade. It's got the bright pulse with the clash effect. And the off protection. So that's how to fire up the saber. Of course, a blade retention screw. It's a stainless steel knurled screw, similar to the kill key, cover tech. Now with most of my elite sabers, when the kill key is removed, you don't want to do this when the kill key is in, you can unscrew the pommel. Actually, before I get to that, I want to show you the bone. This will come as no surprise to those of you that have seen my Apex Bone style sabers. It's a 440 screw in here, and an Allen key that will come with the saber. Whoops. Drops out the screw, and this segment of the bone lifts off, and you can see the inner shaft of the saber. Now you can turn the bone to reveal the crystal chamber. Now, like I said, this is a dark Jedi saber as opposed to a Sith. So instead of a Sith red crystal, you've got an Ilum style crystal that's genuine quartz with this saber, and it pulses with a red LED, but when it's fired up, you've actually got the bargraph inside the chamber, way down in there. So the bargraph surrounds that pillar that the crystal is mounted to, and you've got some gold in there as well. So you've got both the red of the crystal, but also the pulsing of the blue. As you can see, the crystal's in idle mode, just the red blinking. If I again activate the PLI, you've got all the LEDs of the bargraph lit up, so it's very blue dominated, but you can still see the red pulsing through to give it a purple hue. And the sound pump's engaged. The bargraph does its thing, and the red LED pulses, so you get a really cool shifting purple effect in the crystal. I'll switch back to the Revenge font. Give you an idea of a different setting. So in this idle mode, you haven't got the PLI set, so it just does a slow sequence of shifting LED pattern, and of course the red pulses as it's doing that. And when it's on, the crystal is pulsing to the sound the saber produces. So you get a flare of red when those sounds are produced. So that's the genuine quartz crystal and the bargraph mounted in the crystal chamber. Very challenging to get this set up right. I'm very happy with the results, really solid. I don't expect to be doing this again just because it was so complicated to get that right. Now with all of these Elite sabers, now of course the kill key is out, and when the kill key is out, it's safe to remove the bottom half of the saber. So I want to grip it here, and I want to unscrew this link here. For warranty purposes, there's a set screw holding these two pieces together. It's impossible to unscrew them. It would be possible if you really forced it to unscrew this section. That would void the warranty and damage the wires inside. Just a side note too, you can't really see it in here, but the wires are all guided through a weave, a wire housing weave that'll show you inside here as well. But I've just started using with this saber as an experiment, and worked really well. I'm really happy with it. It keeps the wiring kind of tidy. In this case, there's a little bit of weave here, holding all these wires kind of in a bundle to keep them away from the access for the SD card. So as with most of my Elite sabers, you've got a PVC chassis. This is the Regal speaker, which in this design, I really like how it sounded. I've tried both the Regal speaker and the 2-watt high bass speaker, and I'm actually preferring the Regal speaker in terms of the way it resonates and the way the sound produces. It's my own personal preference. So you've got all the wiring is really neat in there, very compact. The power extender is in here, and the wiring harnesses. So I do permit, obviously, for the bottom half of the saber to be removed like I just did for warranty purposes. If you want to make changes to the SD card, you always want to put the kill key back in to shut off power to the saber. So now you can see there's no light in the crystal chamber. Saber's off. Take the magic implement, which of course, as you know, is a pencil, and with a pencil you can just press and pop out the SD card. You can see it's now released. You could fish that out with needle nose pliers. It's very challenging to get this one because there's so much packed into this saber. So it's a little tricky to make changes to it, but then you'll need to position it again with needle nose pliers and click it back in with your pencil. Remove the kill key, you get the boot sound, you know that it's secured properly, and of course you can then gently line up this again. Now, if for whatever reason the hole in the saber doesn't line up with the hole in the recharge port, this PVC chassis can shift in here. It's held in by the tension of this ring. Now I would advise against moving it at all, but it is possible to make some fine-tuning adjustments there if need be. Again, this is a saber that's really finely tuned, so if there is any warranty work or any upgrades or repairs to be done, it needs to be sent back to me, because I know these sabers are like my children. I know how they're put together, how they work, and how to fix them. So that's this saber. That's how it works. Thanks for watching.